There are a great number of good restaurants in Buffalo.
Here at Sample we serve, I guess, what would be categorized as like an American tapas. So it's small plates, it's like half entrees, lots of platters and appetizers and things like that. As far as our, the influence of what we have here that we offer, I never say that it's Italian or French or what contemporary or peasant food or anything like that, because of what we do here, because of what we serve here, we can kind of touch upon all of those things and pull from a lot of different cuisines and cultures and just make something that's really fun and real flavorful.
Buffalo gets a lot of negative recognition, partially because it's deserved. There's been a lot of stagnation, there's been a lot of unused resources, there's been a lot of just negativity amongst ourselves, where we should be a lot more upbeat and trying to make things better instead of just complaining and whining of why things aren't better than they are. You've got to take a chance, you've got to take some responsibility for the area around you, whether it's in a big level of opening a huge business or a small thing of keeping your own yard and neighborhood just a little better, safer, and cleaner.
I mean, I think Buffalo gets a bad rap a lot less than it used to. I mean, I think nationally you're talking about the weather, which in the last 4 or 5 years hasn't been so bad. And also I think it's tough to overcome being known for something, if it's chicken wings or beef on weck. I think that people who are outside of Buffalo look at it and say, like, that's all that this city has to offer.
All that negativity could be turned positive. Our best resource here is the people. We've got the greatest people in the country, the friendliest, the most generous, and I think we should make more of that, and how much fun you can have here in Buffalo than the negative parts of Buffalo.
I really feel that this time, because of the talent of the people that are opening up these restaurants, I think that this time it's really going to stick.
Buffalo in general is such a vastly better place than what our reputation precedes. Anybody that comes down here, we entertain people from all over the world and all over the country here, and almost all of them are just stunned by why Buffalo has such a downtrodden reputation.
I think Buffalo's going through a bit of a renaissance now. I mean, with all of the projects that are going on between the Statler Towers, the Lafayette Hotel, all the new restaurants that are opening up.
There's so much going on that Buffalo's upswing is undeniable.
I have a grande cinco shake.
Local business in general is really fundamentally important to Buffalo's revival. I think we've all heard the statistics about how dollars circulate more often and stay in the community when they're spent at a local business versus being spent at a chain. So that's just one aspect, though, of what makes local business really important. And local restaurants are especially prominent in that situation because they deal with so many customers every day. They have one-on-one contact with a variety of people from the community. And what a local business can do, besides circulate money in the community longer than a national business, is they care about their community.
Keeping that money in the community is a really important part, too, because we're going to spend it back at their businesses. We're going to keep the money that we earn, in the area and support other businesses with our paychecks and our profits. So it kind of rotates in amongst ourselves instead of going out to a corporation in some other big city.
Food's very important to the downtown culture because it gives people a place to commune and a place for people to go and meet and do what they have to do. It adds to the vibrancy. We have a lot of people that are here downtown during the day for work, for their 9 to 5. And with the restaurant businesses, it's going to extend that 5 o'clock line and kind of push us into the evening to keep things happening in Buffalo for a bigger time period.
Independent restaurants downtown really give people who are visiting a sense of what Buffalonians like to eat, what kind of business we like to do, and I think that that's really important as far as transferring the concepts of our culture beyond the chicken wing to people who are visiting.
Buffalo's food culture has always been like a really important part of our social fabric here, whether it's going out after a night with the boys and getting some chicken wings and a couple burgers, or a fine dining meal at one of the better places around to celebrate a family occasion. Food is tied into everything in your life.
The need for downtown food businesses is becoming more and more fundamental, and not just restaurants, but also grocers and delis and places that can service the needs of the residents who are living here. But that's new.
I think downtown's bringing people in a little bit more now because the sensibility and the mentality of people is that it is a place to go.
The more things there are to offer, more things for people to do, the more people come down here, the more of a snowball effect it has, where it just keeps growing and growing.
Currently what happens is that most people who are eating downtown are either eating on their lunch break at work, or they're coming downtown on a visit for a cultural reason and having a meal as well.
The food scene in Buffalo is finally starting to come together, where a lot more variety is starting to open up. We have everything from some Middle Eastern restaurants that are opening up. We've got several fine dining places that are going strong. It's casual places on the waterfront to, the classic Italian places that have been always such a strong presence in our community. The amount of people that are coming into downtown to frequent these places is what's really making the difference. That people are coming back downtown. More people are living downtown. It's becoming less of a ghost town and more of a big city atmosphere once again.
I think that the biggest thing about the Buffalo food scene is that the variety. You can have anything you want, and it's all very close and within reach.
We really have our own unique flavors and our own unique take on things based on all of our ethnic history. What I really love about Buffalo is that we embrace that. We embrace the chicken wing, we embrace our ethnic food heritage. We're not trying to fight it, but at the same time we are elevating it and making people look at it differently. And someday our region will be known for our cuisine as well. I truly believe that, if I have anything to say about it anyway. Buffalonians love to eat, and many of us travel a lot or are from other places like myself, and we come looking for something else. We appreciate and love the blue-collar cuisine that's here. Buffalo's affinity for very large portions and hearty food is certainly to be admired, but the recent introduction of more European-style foods, fresher foods, and also a lot of Asian influence has been a really exciting part of Buffalo's food scene, and to see that paired with the use of local foods, foods that are grown in the area, really gives Buffalo its own flavor.